Welcome to EAAA Tech Talk series, and this is from Chennai in 2024. So we have with us Soumya Radhakrishnan, who is the automotive functional safety consultant in Driveys. And hello, Soumya. And today I would like to ask you is like, how do you view the transition of legacy subsystems in automotive industry to a more structured approach as recommended by the modern safety standards and standards committees and everyone? So how do you see that transition? How do you feel about it?
I think the transition is already happening. One of the biggest challenges is that these legacy systems were built before safety and security standards were introduced. So now there's a lot of use cases where there are ECUs that are already built, but without safety and security considerations in mind. So they are like, now I have a product. How do I certify it for safety or security? Becomes a challenge. So I think one of the most structured ways that we should do this is, given that we know that safety and security are state of the art, maybe it should be thought of at code stage itself. At RFI stage, maybe we should make the right choice of hardware design, the right choice of microcontrollers or SOCs that are ASIL certified, or 21434, I mean, for security, the right kind of software stacks for it, like ASIL compliant operating systems or middleware. So I think there are big decisions that have to be made right at the start of a program and not at the fag end of the program when things are already developed and it's too late to do anything. So I think that's a transition that legacy ECU suppliers should start making.
Soumya, now I would like to ask about, where do we currently stand regarding the advancement and development in terms of implementation of autonomous driving technologies? That's the whole buzz right now. So where do you stand? How do you think in Indian scenario?
Yeah, I think we are really having a wild ride now. There are things in both directions. So, one hand, you see companies like Ford announcing that their whole autonomous division is shut off, like with Argo AI. Cruise had to stop its operations when its whole license was revoked in California because of the whole mess it made with dragging a pedestrian. So you see these kind of incidents that make you clearly understand that we are not ready there yet in terms of technology, in terms of how this whole AI that is sitting inside the IC can really interpret the real world in the same way that a human driver does, because it can see images but it doesn't understand the kind of context that a human driver can understand. So we see that challenge, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to have it. I think on the other side, we are still having companies like Waymo continuing its operations, even though it encounters those bumps, it continues. And then in the UK side of it, they recently announced this AV Act, where it feels like there is an encouragement towards adoption of autonomous vehicles, of course, provided it is safe enough to be ridden on the roads. But I think we will get there with AV. We are there we are really trying it out. We will get there, but we will take a much longer time to get there. Is what I think.
Process will
Yeah,
reach there.
yeah. I think initially it was predicted that we'll get there by, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, but no, I think it's probably a decade, but we will get there.
So now a general imagery question. It's like as safety and security is like an ongoing concern. So how do you see these issues or resolving these issues in the next decades that's coming?
Yeah, I think when this whole safety security thing started, we were in a much more primitive stage. We didn't have so much experience. And then, like, I can especially talk more about 6262 because I work specifically in the area of functional safety. When the second edition came, we already had some kind of experience, and then we improved the standard for it. And then from the second edition to now, there's been such a mind-blowing massive growth with AI coming in, ML coming in. I mean, not that it was not there before. I think it's so much on the roads right now, which is so. What I see that might happen in the next decade or so is definitely that we are learning from our experiences. We will evolve standards because now we are having so many standards. I mean, the 26262 edition 3 is also going to come up, but there are also other standards for functional safety and AI that are announced. So I see that we will evolve and improve our standards in terms of both safety and security. I think we will also evolve in terms of how we test or how we verify that entire system. We might do a lot more automation of the whole verification process, because with the OTA thing, the constant upgrade that is needed for the software-defined vehicles, we are never going to be able to, deliver a good quality if we don't really test the SDV in a very short stage of time. So I think we will evolve in terms of verification, standards, better tools, better testing. So that's how I see it.
Okay. Thank you for your time and thank you for your inputs. And I believe the whole automotive community is going to benefit and get some takeaways with these inputs. Thank you.